You've watched your child do this for the 100th time today. They aren't racing the cars or crashing them. They are lining them up, perfectly straight, organized by color, and the slightest nudge to that line triggers a meltdown that feels like the end of the world. It's what leads to the 2 a.m. Google searches, the scrolling through forums, the silent, heavy worry that keeps you awake while the rest of the house is asleep. You followed every instruction. You read the books, filled out the MChat, and brought your concerns to every well-child visit. And yet, when you mention the hand flapping or the lack of eye contact, family and doctors often give the same response. He's just a late bloomer, don't worry. This creates a friction between your daily observations and the clinical wait-and-see approach. That gap is a trap, one that ignores your own deep intuition in favor of a clock that is already ticking. A pediatrician sees your child for 15 minutes in a sterile room. You see them in the thousands of small, unscripted moments that happen at home. That intuition is your most reliable data point. Most screenings look for loud signs, a total absence of speech, or no eye contact at all. But for many children, especially those who are highly verbal or reaching other milestones, the signs are quiet. They look like personality traits or specific hobbies, which makes them easy to miss until elementary school. According to pediatrics, autism can be reliably identified by 18 months, yet the U.S. average diagnosis age remains over 4 years old. This 2.5-year gap represents the most critical window of human neuroplasticity, when the brain forms foundational pathways for language and social interaction. Identifying these signs early grants access to intervention during that peak window of development. It's about using those 2 extra years to support how your child's brain processes the world, potentially altering their independence and social skills for the rest of their life. Because the system often waits too long, you have to look for the markers that the checklists miss. You can observe these 4 behaviors in your own living room tonight. Sign 1. The toy functions as a component in a system. While most toddlers use objects for pretend play, like feeding a doll, autistic children often focus on the physical properties or patterns. They might sit and spin wheels for minutes at a time, or stack blocks strictly by size. Watch your child play for 10 minutes tonight without interrupting. Observe if they are engaging with the story of the toy, or if they are focused on organizing and categorizing the objects. Sign 2. The absent name response. Many parents assume their child has selective hearing because they respond to a favorite cartoon but ignore their name. In neurotypical development, responding to one's name is a foundational social milestone that should be consistent by 12 months. While focused on a task, say their name 3 times in a conversational volume. Note if they turn toward you or if they remain completely locked into their activity. Sign 3. Echolalia. This occurs when a child repeats whole scripts rather than generating original language. A child might have a massive vocabulary, but if they answer, "Do you want juice?" by repeating, "Do you want juice?" back to you, they use a memorized script to communicate. Ask your child a simple question they've never heard before. Listen for whether they construct a new answer, or if they pull a phrase from a movie or a previous conversation to fill the gap. Sign 4. The broken pointer. Around 1 year of age, children begin pointing to share a discovery. They see a bird, point to it, and look back to ensure you're seeing it too. If a child only points to demand something, they miss the social half of that gesture. These behaviors are often too subtle to be caught in a high-pressure office visit. They reveal themselves in the safety of home, where your child feels most comfortable being themselves. If these signs sound familiar, it doesn't mean you failed or been overreactive. It means you are the first person to truly see how your child's mind works. By moving past the wait-and-see advice, you become the primary advocate for your child's development. You are securing them the support they need during the years when that support has the highest impact. Somewhere in your neighborhood, another parent is staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. with the same questions. Sharing these specific observations can help them move from worry to action. Trust what you see in the small moments. By acting now, you bring your child's needs out of the shadows and give them the head start they deserve.